Just clink me again, will you? Third time's a charm. This is our third time trying to start this podcast. Hi, everybody.
Happy Monday.
Kombucha. We love kombucha. Taylor thought it was expired. No, it's not. It tastes so good.
It does taste better than I thought.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay.
I just choked on like an air bubble. We are in a funky, silly mood because we worked our 9 to 5 right before this. And I feel a little weird. Like I'm wondering if, dare I say it, I might have COVID. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because I feel a little bit exhausted, actually very exhausted, and I can barely keep my eyes open today. And when is the last time you've ever heard me feel like I need to take a nap or I'm tired?
No, you don't take naps.
I don't nap.
I do. So it's harder for me to tell when I'm sick because I'm a napper once a day.
What do you do at lunch?
Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. No one needs to know.
So I just have to.
I know you are a napper. You've always been a napper though. That's my sister.
Little
everybody.
napper girl.
If you are new here, by the way, that's Taylor. That's my sister. She is 3.5 years younger than me. We both work at Lifetime Corporate. They know now. That's like, it's not a secret. It's always funny when people come up to me and they're like, oh, that's nice. You coach once a week. Is that your full-time job? I'm like,
I wish.
Are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah, that'd be freaking nice.
Or they think your podcast is your full time.
Well, that's a compliment, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
Maybe
that.
one day.
Speaking of, when we started this, Taylor came over and I feel like I get in these spirals of like, I feel guilty for not working out. I feel guilty for not doing my podcast, not having more events up and running, not having my apparel ready, not having like a social plan. And all of a sudden this like nice, chill, like beautiful night out that's supposed to be a good podcast night, I've swirled myself into like the swirly of like stress and anxiety.
You know what we need to do?
What?
After this, let's just do a walk. That sounds better. Oh, outside. It's not going to be very...
Wait, I like that.
Yeah. Because I don't feel like... Lately, I've been feeling the same as my sister. And when I don't get a workout in, I literally... It ruins my entire mood.
I know.
And I get in a little... I'm a gremlin. And I'm fucking pissed.
And
it's
fucking pissed.
And then I'm also like, no one can be mad except for me. Like, I'm the one... But I also think I'm trying to teach myself, like, especially because we're going to go into fall and winter, that it's like a walk is perfect.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to be so spastic all the time? Which you know I am. I'm spastic in everything I do.
And you don't need like a super heavy lifting workout where you feel like you're going to throw up and like shit your pants at the same time.
I've never done that.
To have like a good workout. To feel good. That's what I tell myself.
I know. It's hard though. I just get in my head, and I've been in my head, but I will say if you're hearing this, actually you have time to come to my little walk, because speaking of walks, it's almost fall. We're going into spooky season. Actually it kind of is fall technically, I'm pretty sure, but we're going into spooky season. For my Minnesota-based people, we're going to just go on a walk in Wayzata. It'll be in my link in bio. So it's a free walk.
Link in bio.
It'll be free. I will provide cold brew, and I'll bring some pumpkin spice deliciousness so we can make them yummy.
She's actually making the cold brew by hand.
I'm churning the cold brew. No. And we're going to just walk around and meet girlfriends, and it's going to be really fun. So
I think that's like a perfect way for people to meet each other.
Well, and I just I haven't brought my community together in a while, and I feel so guilty about that. I don't know why I feel so guilty about that. I just always do.
Side note, you planned this today. You got it done. Mm-hmm. Be proud of that for today. And we're recording now.
I know, true.
And your bestie Boo Boo is next to you. Okay.
Okay. Wait, who's that? Okay. I see you.
Also, do you want to share what we're doing around Halloween time?
Halloweeny? For the other event?
No.
Or what?
Personal.
Oh, what?
Oh my God, you dumbass.
Wait, what are we doing?
What does it have to do with wedding bells?
Oh, I thought, okay. You said Halloween, so I'm like, what?
Halloween time. We're going on, we're literally leaving on Halloween.
We are?
On the 31st. Where have you been?
I don't know.
This whole trip is for Sid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is actually. Well, I forgot what the actual dates were. I didn't realize it was on Halloween.
31st to the 2nd.
We're going to try on wedding dresses in Miami. Really, it's just an excuse for us me, my mom, and my sister to go on a trip, to be honest. And we're going to go to a few bridal shops in Miami, which I'm so jazzed about.
We used to go there a lot as us three. So it's kind of like a little reunion.
Yeah, exactly. Once it was like my parents got divorced, not to make it dark, we'd just go there a lot and just like meet with my mom, and we'd go and
you would just like go to clubs and just
we'd club it up. We'd throw our ass in a circle. I mean, it's so fun. You, me, and your mom.
No, but actually we just like, there's a certain Hoboken. That's what I thought I was gonna say.
Oh my god. Okay, anyway, what?
There's a certain hotel we really like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you have to explain what happened this morning with Deacon.
Oh my god. I had the worst morning. Sorry, I actually couldn't stop laughing, and I had a tear in my eye, and I couldn't swallow, so I couldn't say anything. Deacon,
here she comes.
I freaking went to go get her out of her kennel. She sleeps in her kennel. There is literally like 6 piles of shit in there. Like, I'm not joking. I was like, are you kidding me? And on the mornings where you don't have any time to spare at all.
That's when it happens.
And I pick up the poop. I'm like, ew, like what she's literally never pooped in her kennel.
And the best part was I called Sid while this was happening. And every like 20 seconds she discovered a new pile.
It was like, oh my god. And I'm like, was she backed up? Like, I wonder if maybe she ate some fuzz or something and it like made her constipated, and maybe that's why she had a little diarrhea or something.
Was it diarrhea?
Well, no, not all of
that's
it. Sorry,
everybody.
Confused. Like, it was just weird. I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah So we'll explore that at another time, but let's just say I lost one of my favorite blankets that was Deacon's blanket for temporarily. That one went in the trash. So anyway, but I don't know. Those are my updates. I feel like we're gonna do a wedding shopping. We're gonna have a little walk event. My day to day, not really crazy.
Yeah, and that's okay.
It's also okay.
But sometimes it's hard. Like you want to do something. That's why even when you go get your little coffee at the lobby, like that's like something fun.
I know, I look forward to that. I literally wake up and I rise with my hands on my arms, and she is risen, and I come right up out of my bed, and I look forward to my Nespresso pumpkin spice latte that I make myself every day.
I didn't get to order those because they're sold out. So
they're not sold out for me.
What?
This is what happens.
The pumpkin?
Did you know that they like restrict some people, not other people? Like Arianda, my friend, can buy other ones that I couldn't buy.
Oh, what?
I don't know. I'll look on the app. I'll get you some if I have some on here. But I was like, what the hell? But I think some people get like access to them, and then they like move the access along. I don't know. Don't ask.
But anyways, I recently became an espresso person, and I love it. I literally saved so much money from not buying drinks or coffees. And now I only buy lattes from places I know I really like. Yeah, I'm done with really trying the new places.
No, because a lot of times coffee is not that good. Like the Nespresso is always better.
Wait, you want to know something?
What?
And people are going to hate me.
What?
When I was in Chicago last weekend, I tried Philz. I fucking hated it.
Really?
And I don't know. I think this was the problem. It was a cold brew one, and it was way too sweet. I think I didn't know you could tell them like to make it less sweet. It tasted like milk.
Oh, ick.
Like sugar milk.
Oh, see, I don't like when it's too sweet at all. But I also like a little sweet. Like I don't want it to be like black coffee.
Me
like
either.
Ick. That's not good. I had one more thing to say. I did, by the way, I'll talk about this later, but I did decide to go with my boob job. So if you're wondering, I am doing it.
She getting the titties, the new melons.
And here's all I'll say while you're listening is the melons.
Wait, song. You know why I said
Wait, why?
Oh, actually, no, I can't tell you. I got her some cute little gifts for Thursday.
Oh, Taylor.
And it has to do with that.
Wait, cute.
I sent them to Jordan. Thoughtful. And then all he goes is, haha.
God, he's so like anticlimactic sometimes.
I know.
The reason I decided to go forward with it, and this is my decision, this should not at all be like something that sways other people. Like that's the last thing I want. But that's exactly why I made my decision my own with my own research. I live in fear and anxiety and worry and anxiousness. And I'm so sick of making decisions based off fear. And I've thought about this for years and years and years and years and years. And the worst thing that could happen to me is that my body's like, this is actually like not really very good for me. I'm so self-aware that I'll be like, okay, maybe I've got headaches or maybe something's causing some discomfort. I will literally remove them and I do not care. The last thing I'm going to do is avoid that. So I'm sick of living in fear and I'm going to do something for myself.
And
for
then
once.
one
That's
thing,
all I wanted to say.
If you know Sydney, she has thought about this so much. and put so much thought into it. It's not like I just want to get boobs.
Oh God, no.
But also what I want you to know, like, you don't have to explain yourself to anyone.
I know. I forget that though.
I know. But like, yeah, you're doing it. You've thought a lot about it. The end of story. You don't owe anything to people. No offense.
Yeah, true.
Like,
hello. Wait, slay, snaps.
Yeah, slay. She wants titties, bitch.
Slay. Okay.
Who doesn't want some
girl.
titties?
See, that's why you keep this girl around, okay? All right, we're going to get into the episode because today's about the topic of decentering alcohol, okay? Like, goals greater than alcohol. And I know that sounds so dramatic, and I'm not meaning it to be dramatic, but I think there's a lot of things to talk about with alcohol, and it's really hard because I feel like I'm the friend that I feel guilty that I'm like not fun. Like, but alcohol hasn't sounded good to me for a very long time.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets weird is like, honestly, you constantly like have this like back and forth battle with yourself of like, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to be fun. I want to have fun with them, but I don't want to feel hungover anymore in the mornings. Like I really don't. And I feel like you like are growing through your 20s. You have to try to figure out, can I go out and have fun without drinking or drinking a little bit, or otherwise I send it full send and now I've lost another day on the other side. Yeah. Like it's just this conflict back and forth in your brain of like, what is worth it to you? Like, do I want to get drunk with my friends because like it's a memorable fun night with my girlfriends or my guy friends? But on the other side of that is like, do I want to be the boring friend that's sober? Like, and like, why do people think I'm boring? Am I bored? It's more like it's not that fun to go out when you're drinking, or excuse me, when you're not drinking. Because then it's like you're talking to random people and you're like, I become socially awkward all of a sudden.
I don't know, like kind of back to what you were saying. Sometimes personally, because I know I've asked you about this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I just don't feel like drinking. And you're like, well, just go and not drink. And to be completely honest, sometimes that fucking sucks.
No, it does suck sometimes.
And it's not fun. And I'd rather just not go. And that's where sometimes you kind of have to make that call of, depending on the people, the environment, if like, depends on if you're close with them or not, but like sometimes it's just like based on your mood. And if you don't want to drink, sometimes it's better to just not go.
I know.
But also there's those people that go and then they just have a water, or they like have one drink,
which I've also done that too.
Yeah.
But like, here's what's becomes the awkward conversation is like, okay, when I don't want to drink and I don't really want to like spend time at the bar because I'm not drinking, I don't need to be there, but I want to be with my friends.
Yeah.
So then it becomes like, do I have to pick my friends over like being drunk or drinking at the bar? Like, it's just this very weird time in life where you're like, oh, okay, I want to like excel in life and like do my goals and all these things. But like usually goals and excelling and doing all these things happen on a Sunday. Usually people go out on a Saturday night or a Friday night, and we know that alcohol is not good for us, but we still do it anyway because it's a very social thing. But like, how do we have balance? How do we do a little bit less so that we still can have those good days on Sundays and Saturdays and like enjoy our weekend without being hungover and having the scaries all the time?
Example from literally last weekend in Chicago. I went for my friend's birthday. We had like a pregame before at this bar. I was drinking there. Like I had a glass of wine or two and then a margarita. So random.
Yeah.
That's my two favorite things. And then at the next bar, I had water.
Yeah.
2 glasses of water because I felt literally like I was going to throw up. And I think it was because of the wine and the margarita,
Probably.
like weird mixture. But everyone else was drinking and I was with this one other person and I was like, I'm just going to order a water like they did.
No pressure.
Yeah. So that's sometimes, and it made me feel better in the morning. I also had an early flight. So, but I didn't care or feel, I know my friend wasn't mad that I'm not like drinking.
No, of course not.
So yeah, I think there is ways you can balance it out.
And if your friends are mad because you're not drinking, they're literally not your friends.
No,
like, that's embarrassing.
Literally, I remember in college, like I know the hype about, come on, it's our last year. Oh, it's like,
I remember that.
But sometimes you don't know what people are going through, and just don't force people to drink.
Don't push people. It doesn't feel good. I think anybody would say that. It's like, if I'm not drinking, I'm not drinking.
Yeah,
Respect
I'm not.
that.
And we're also
like, I drove and they're like, oh, like you're not gonna have a fun night. I'm like, I literally am here. Like, what do you mean I'm not gonna have a fun night? I'm standing right here.
I think hopefully more people realize when after they say it that they're like, okay, that sounded kind of dumb.
Yeah, that was probably something I shouldn't say.
Yeah.
Here's what I think everybody goes through. I think there's phases. Okay. I think there's 4 phases. There's phase number 1, which is party Wednesday through Saturday for 4 years. Like it may have started in high school for some people, in college, and you're just like partying your ass off, literally living for it. I went to a big party school. Actually, I went to 2 big party schools, the Minnesota and then ASU. I was in a sorority, which we partied with the frats all the time.
I didn't know Minnesota was a party school.
Yeah, I know. Kinda. Yeah. I mean, the sororities and the fraternities are.
Yeah.
And like, that was how you made friends. Like you went out, like you were partying all the time.
I would
like,
feel
that's
so
how we made
isolated
friends.
if I didn't.
Like if you didn't go to the social outings or go to the pre-games or go to the game days, like that's what the people we were around were doing, drinking. Like it just was. And I remember not really even liking it anymore and being so hungover for like my work at Lululemon. Oh my God, I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. Also,
and couldn't get anything. What else are you going to get done if you are drinking? You can't get anything done.
One thing, and I know you said you like couldn't do this on the game days, the early morning drinking. I could not make it out at night with everyone. And I felt like a lame ass potato.
Yeah.
And I would feel like poop. I don't want to drink. I like felt so alone, and sometimes I'd even go home and just be hungover and start the hangover early.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible. Like I can't force myself. Like I don't know how people did it.
I don't know either. But then it's like, why were we doing that?
Yeah.
It's just weird. So your life was centered around alcohol.
Yeah.
Then you leave, you get a real job and you have shit to manage. And so now you go out on the weekends and like, honestly, probably a ton of happy hours after work. That's phase number 2. That's the post-college, just started a job lifestyle.
Yep.
Still partying on the weekends. You literally work. You might go to happy hours at night. You work. And then the weekend hits, you go out and party. And then you do it all over again and all over again and all over again. And you're still wasting away on the weekends. Like your life is still kind of centered around alcohol.
And then also on the weekends, it's your only, like, you feel like you can't get anything done because that weekend's been dedicated to drinking, or your Sunday, you're just feeling hungover.
Yep.
So it's like you kind of worked all week and then it just goes by like this because you chose to surround it by alcohol.
I will say it felt kind of weird for me because it was like I was out of college and like you're like, now what am I doing? And I wanted to like keep in touch with friends and keep up with friends, but I felt like I couldn't. And I wanted to like keep the old me alive because that's like what you were just in college and like that's what I was. I was like, we'd go out and you're like having so much fun and like you don't really know who your good friends are. You kind of do, but like those are your friends. Like you all go out together. So there's no such thing as going out friends. Like you're all together all the time. But I also have had a life and a job and responsibilities and literally $0 to my name. So it was just a weird time. You're like, wait, which person am I?
Yeah.
Like, and also, do I grow up? People are still going out. I'm in my early 20s. Like, I don't know. You didn't know how to go out and not full send it. At least that's how I didn't know really.
I know. I think for a while and I've gotten a lot better at this, but I was talking about this with a friend too the other day. I couldn't go out and not, like you said, full send it. Like once I got a good buzz, I wanted to go freaking ham.
Yeah.
And like have fun and make the most of it. But then I ended up not turning out well, or like no one's their best self when you're really drunk.
No.
Like I don't know anyone who's the best self. So you kind of just changing your relationship with alcohol and adding that balance is what's helped me.
Yeah.
Because now I love a good happy hour. I don't need them every day.
Yeah.
I like looking forward to it. I like having a wine night or going out to a fun restaurant and ordering like 2 or 3 cocktails.
Yes.
And you're kind of drunk. But I'm not like in the era of the shots. The only thing where I'm doing shots is for like a birthday or a celebration.
Like one.
Yeah, because if I do more than that, I'm a devil.
I'm not nice. It's not good. It's like, okay, sister, take that away from me. But I like, that's so true though. It's like, I do still like, I'm not saying I'm never going to drink again. Although I kind of wish I wasn't going to because I know what it does to your brain. But it's like, I'm probably going to drink because I enjoy a cocktail. I enjoy wine, like you're saying, a wine night or like a glass of red wine.
Or like our Baja House margaritas, the spicy margs there if you haven't tried. So good. And just like 1 or 2 is perfect.
I think where people get tripped up is like, you're all or nothing. You're either going to go out and you're going to have a good time and you're going to drink and you're going to send it, or like you don't drink at all. It's like, no, it doesn't have to be so extreme. Like some nights I might not drink at all. Some nights I might have 1 margarita. Some nights I might have 2 glasses of wine. Oh God, here she comes. It's like, I don't have to decide and make it extreme.
I actually respect that about you. and admire it. Because like one thing you've taught me is, because we've been out in situations a lot, in settings where there is alcohol, obviously, and you can like respectfully have one or two and then you're done. And that's like, people notice that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even realize
and I noticed that. And I noticed that with some of my other friends, but that it's very, you're kind of just following your own flow. So that's good.
I'm doing my own thing and giving myself permission to do my own thing. That's so nice though. That's so nice you notice that, because so many people just follow what everyone else did. I used to, it'd be like, I'm going to get another one. You're going to have one. And you're like, I guess so. Guess I'm leaving my car here. Guess I'm sleeping at your house because I don't have $30 to Uber home. So guess I'm just going to, it's like, and then you might as well just full send it, because now you're already 3 deep. You can't drive your car, 2 deep even. You can't drive your car.
Yep.
So might as well just go all out, balls to the walls. And then now you already know what's coming the next day. It's the anxiety. So I just started to realize that like my come to Jesus was like, by the time I made it to the weekend, I could not meet my goals with the alcohol I was intaking. Yeah. Like it was not going to happen. And the Sunday scaries can be debilitating. And like, I was in that cycle week over week. You know what I mean? You're after, you go to work, you go out, you wake up, you're hungover. Now, well, it's Saturday. What are you going to do? Like it's time to day drink or go out again. Like,
and the nights, now that I don't know the last time I went out in Chicago, but I don't know the last time I like went out in Minneapolis. But I still love, like I said, I like to get cocktails, but I have never regretted not going out on a Friday and waking up on a Saturday morning and getting a good workout, or like taking my time and not feeling like ass. Cause I just don't think it's talked about enough that some people cannot function hungover.
No,
I
can't.
Sleep all day. I feel like I could eat everything. I'm like a bottomless pit and I'm delirious and weird. I can't function.
Fully mentally unstable.
Yeah.
Like in my bed, like literally reflecting on my entire life of all the mistakes I've ever made.
See, I don't do that.
Like I feel like, oh my God, everyone hates me. I probably said something weird. I lost a friend probably. Like, hey, like how you guys doing? Like just checking in, like making sure you don't hate me.
I also can't be on my phone.
No.
I can't respond to anyone. I go literally mute.
Because your body shuts down.
Yeah. I have no energy.
Here's the thing too, is like, okay, maybe some of you are like, well, I don't even go out that much anymore. But I'm like, there will always be a birthday party, a happy hour, an anniversary, an engagement party, and like after work thing, a friend's in town. I mean, like someone's visiting, a reason to drink and an excuse to drink. And that's okay if you want to have one or two. It's okay, whatever you're deciding, but you have the decision to decide.
Yeah.
It is in your power to make that decision and be like, you know what? I'm only going to have one or two. And like, isn't it funny that our lives did center so much around drinking? Yeah. And drinking doesn't gain you anything.
Yeah. It's not like it's good for you.
No, it's not good for your health. It's not good like for your friendships. I mean, a few glasses of wine maybe, but like, I don't know. I just think once you realize like, wait, who the hell am I if I'm not going out and I'm not working?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yes. I love that. Like having other things, not like what we were talking about before, not centering drinking around your life.
Yeah.
And also one thing I like that we talked about was like, we're not saying don't drink.
No.
We're saying you have the choice and it's yours.
Yeah. You can decide.
Like you can full send it or you can not, or you can dabble in the middle.
Yeah.
Like
and sometimes I will full send it on my batch. Yeah. I'm going to full send it.
Miami, are you fucking kidding?
But like one day.
Yeah.
During the day on the boat, I already know mentally, like I'm going to feel like crap. I have to be okay with that because I hate knowing that I'm going to have a headache. I'm going to have to lay down. I'm going to have to go to bed. I'm going to have electrolytes. Like I'm not going to feel well for like whatever the next task or activity is. Like that sucks. Like why do I want to choose that? I just know that like for my batch, I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
But like, I also recognize that my batch is going to look a little different maybe than bachelorettes that I've been on. Some of the ones I've been on have been really chill too, but like, I don't want to be drunk the whole time. I want to remember, I want to soak in every minute with my people. Like, and I don't need to have drunk conversations with them because I know them and I already had the most fun conversations with my friends. Like granted, a few glasses of wine deep, we're going to have hilarious conversations.
But like, you don't need, it's not the purpose of the weekend is not to get drunk, blacked out.
That's not the purpose of a bachelorette. The purpose is to enjoy yourself and have a good time with your people.
And like be present with those select people that you chose that are going to be there on your day. That's like the best part, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you're also normalizing that.
Yeah.
Because it does seem like whenever I think of a bachelorette trip, I think of like throwing up in the streets of Nashville or something.
Well, I mean, I've done the Nashville thing. Let's be real.
And I haven't been on one yet, but I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That one hurt me. There's another 2 phases that I didn't get to, but I feel like phase 3 is like when you realize you're hungover and sad and have other aspirations that cannot get done outside of your 9 to 5 in the time you are hungover. And like, I want to get shit done, but I need my Saturday and Sundays and mornings, and the guilt takes over. And like, it is okay that I'm just going to drink 1 drink a night. Like you're like transitioning. Okay. Like I'm just going to transition. The number 4 phase is like, no, I literally can't handle this. I don't like the conversations I'm having. I don't like to dance. I don't have fun at like grimy bars. I could be sleeping or working or like with my person, and I don't have that much fun anymore. It's no longer going along with my current lifestyle, and that's okay. Because to be honest, I'm in phase 4.
Okay.
But at the same time, I still love a cocktail at dinner, but I'm not getting to the point where I'm hungover.
Yeah.
Or it's like upsetting my sleep cycles, or I'm giving myself the power to be like, yeah, I actually am not going to drink today or tonight or tomorrow, or actually I'm not going to drink at all this weekend.
And you're listening to your, like what you want.
Yeah. But it's not like, how many times have you been like, okay, Saturday I'm going to drink?
Yeah.
Isn't
or
that
like
weird?
I plan something, like I plan that mentally in my head of like, okay, I'm going to be with my friends. I'm going to drink Saturday.
Yeah. But it's like, what if it was just like, I'm going to hang out with my friends Saturday and like, maybe I'll have a drink. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But the whole center of what you're doing is not the alcohol. It's your people.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I know this is like, wait, what? But it's, your brain just needs to start being trained that like, it's about your crew. It's about the shit you're doing. And it could still mean you have a cocktail or 2 or however many you want to have. I don't really give a shit.
That.
But the center of attention is not the alcohol. And I feel like we've grown up in a society where alcohol is like a lot of it. And I think we're moving into a society where we're like, oh wait, shit. Alcohol literally causes Alzheimer's in people, like in their brains. It does not help your brain. Heavy amounts, just relax with that. But like, we're just realizing that maybe like it's okay and to give give yourself permission that it doesn't really serve you.
Yeah. And I think it's cool. Even what I've seen on like TikTok or Instagram reels is these people that are like, they were like showing the partying stage that they're in, and then they completely flip it and they're the happiest they've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they have balance and it's not like, oh, they're sober. Like sometimes they are sober, but they have balance and they like do now runs in the morning or whatever they makes them feel happy. Maybe they're just drinking their coffee in the morning and going on walks, but there is more of hopefully a little bit of a trend that's like going against that societal pressure.
Yeah. Like making a list of like, what do you enjoy to do? Like what makes you happy? Like for me, literally waking up in the morning, sitting outside and having my coffee. That's like my literal 10 out of 10, like favorite thing.
Yeah.
Like so happy. What makes you happy? Like I love going to see my friends. I love having a glass of wine with them, but like I would rather have 1 glass of wine and leave early and spend just like a smaller window with them and still get to my Saturday without a hangover.
Yeah.
Not feeling like shit, not wasting away my day, not feeling anxious, not feeling like I'm going to pass away of like embarrassment, than to stay out like another hour to have 2, 3, 4 more drinks.
Yeah.
Why?
Those are never worth it.
Not
And
unless
that
you're mixing in water.
it's all balance.
Yeah. How is your relationship with alcohol?
That is a loaded question.
Well, let's
I'm
unpack.
kidding. Okay. So I think it's getting better. Okay. So I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I kind of have struggled a little bit with alcohol. And it's funny, as I'm looking at you, you've seen probably a lot of those struggles.
No.
But anyways, it took me a long time to realize that alcohol does affect me, and I am not like my best self on it or drinking it. And it kind of took a bit of some mess ups and some hurt feelings, and like words that you wish you wouldn't have said to like kind of click in my brain that, oh, maybe I should tone it back and not like take those tequila shots or whatever. It did take a while, and I felt like I was struggling for a bit.
Really?
There was like a very dark time. And although like you can tell your friends and like you guys, but it's kind of like a decision you have to make yourself. Like it really comes down to it. So I think now I'm a work in progress with alcohol. I don't enjoy like taking shots all the time, but here and there I'm going to have a tequila shot.
Okay.
That's
Slay. Do your thing.
But I've learned that I don't want to feel like that. Like when I get to that level, it's not fun anymore. Yeah. And it's not, I can't control, like kind of what I'm saying, or I'm having that regret the next day of like, oh, I wish I didn't say that. Like that was rude. I wasn't thinking. So I think it's a work in progress, and now it's all about balance.
How do you balance it?
Well, one thing, getting like cocktails. I don't get like a mixed drink with rail.
Oh God. Oh my. Can I have a tequila soda?
No, I don't get that. Oops. I don't get.
Is rail okay? Yeah.
I don't. Nope. I refuse. So I'm like, I'd rather have like, I don't like seltzers, but I'll have a High Noon or something. I hate them. But I kind of switched over to actually paying for the nicer alcohol. It sounds weird, but that makes me feel better. And you can have like 1 or 2 and you're fine. The shitty alcohol and like those, that just makes me feel like crap.
If I'm going to drink a fun drink, I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Tell me that you're enjoying a tequila soda at the bar with one little hair of a lime where you can't even taste the lime. You're a liar. Yeah. You're a liar. Why would I want to choke that down?
No.
Because I want the buzz. No, I'm if I wanted a little bit of a buzz, I'm going to have a good cocktail before.
Yeah, that's what, I think like, it sounds like dumb, but that's literally what's changed it for me. Like nice cocktails.
Yeah, but then
and it's actually enjoyable. Yeah, and you actually, it's fun because now that like we do that together and like going out with friends, like sitting and chatting and like having a couple good cocktails that are actually quality makes me happy, and then I'm done.
And I can hear you. And old man Jenkins isn't rubbing his weird hairy belly on my back, like walking by.
Old man Jenkins.
Well, I was thinking of like game day and like, you're like, like they're trying to go by. And I'm literally like not stepping on pee and drinks on the ground. And I don't like a loud bar. Like I get super overwhelmed. It's a too much noise and it's like too much pressure to be like on and have like a bunch of conversations at the same time, and I don't know who to give my attention to. Like I don't like being at the bar. And if you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would have said Jordan is boring. You know, I've said this before. Sorry. For not wanting to go out. Like why doesn't he want to go out? He says he doesn't like the like loud crowd. He doesn't really like to drink. Like, oh my God, like I'm in my fun stage of life and he's not. It's like, no, we're in different stages of life and we like different things, and that's okay. Yeah. But I've, migrated over here. And I think eventually, probably, I'm not going to lie, I probably won't drink ever, really. But it won't be like I'm going to penalize myself if I want to have a glass of wine. Yeah. No, I just probably won't drink really. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. One thing, I'm trying to think of all the ways like that I've balanced it, because I do feel like I'm in a much better spot than I was like in the summer even, or like 6 months ago. Yeah. A little bit of hitting the pen is like perfect.
What pen? What are you talking about? Oh, like a little. Okay.
Yeah. Little wee pen. I'm sorry, but that's just like, it's a perfect combination.
Yeah. I mean, if that works, but it works for you, it works for you. Yeah. Yeah. I can't because I tweak in public.
Oh yeah. No, it helps me.
I think go full on like ape shit. I thought Betty Boop was taking my order the other day. So if you want the truth, I'm not joking. Oh my God. Jordan and I both looked at each other and we're like, that's Betty Boop. Like that's a cartoon character.
Where?
At a restaurant.
Oh God.
Well, that's okay. Yeah. But I was like, I took one hit. Okay. But I haven't been high in like, God, I don't even know how long.
I'm trying to think of other ways that I've learned to balance.
I feel like your relationships have changed though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
like
for
with
sure.
People. Yeah. Talk about that.
Yeah. Kind of, because I'm in the stage. It's kind of cool, honestly, like looking, because I see where you are and then I'm like slowly behind that and like on my own little path. But I think coming out of college, now I've been a year out of college. I now have my own apartment, living alone, and I love it.
Which it's so cute, by the way.
I'm actually literally so adorable. Proud of myself for my fucking decor skills. I used to think like I can't decorate. I can't decor. I thought I was only good at fashion, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm an interior designer.
Yep.
That shit is so good.
It looks good.
And it didn't like I didn't spend a fortune.
No.
Well, I think my relationships have changed because I've actually leaned in. And it's like been a lot of work. Like I've really leaned into the ones where you're not relying on drinking. So literally making dinner together, going on walks, doing literally a week in advance saying, hey, do you want to do this workout class? So I'm making time to see the people I want to see. And sometimes it can get overwhelming, and I feel guilty because I have a problem with, if I'm really overwhelmed, I shut down and I isolate, and then I also flake.
Okay.
So all of those together, and I go in my little hermit hole, and then I'm like kind of being a flake to people, and that's not fair either. Yeah. So it's all about, I'm like in a weird cycle of learning to balance and like find activities that I like doing with people. And then sometimes it is, I had my friends over the other night for some wine, and like on my deck outside, it was like perfect.
It's not a crime to have glasses of wine and alcohol. Like that's not at all what I'm saying.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You see what I'm saying though, is like you've decentralized alcohol as your main goal or focus.
Yeah.
Your focus is like, what friendships do I actually really enjoy? And then if alcohol is a part of that a little bit, who cares?
Yeah, for sure.
As long as you feel okay and you have the power to balance it and you feel good on the other side.
And then I had my old college friend over, and I hadn't seen her in a long time. We caught up, went on a walk, had a little bit of wine after. It's just like really leaning into those relationships that you care about, because those are the ones where you don't need, it's not awkward. So you don't need to like, hey, let's grab a drink.
I know.
Like sometimes with some people, it's like
the awkward ones.
It's like you need to be a little tipsy because it's awkward.
Yeah, but
you know what
why
I mean?
are we hanging out with people like that?
I don't know, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing for people going on like first dates. Like it's a little, the nerves, you don't know
you can take
them.
the edge off. I think whatever you need, but I like all the things that you're doing socially that are helping you have that decentralization of alcohol. And I even wrote down a few of like, I love a dinner party. My goal this year is to be doing a dinner party that's themed. I'm not saying there won't be alcohol there. I'm just saying that's not the goal of the night, to get blacked out, like to have like drinks, like drink hard, like we're going to go crazy. It's like, no, the food is the center of attention and my friends and probably some games, and we're going to have some fun drinks.
Yeah. I love
like,
that.
Even this like 4th of July, actually probably the past like 2, my goal was not to get blacked out drunk or like really, really drunk.
Yeah.
Like that, but the fact that I'm looking back and I'm like, yeah, that was my goal. And I'm not afraid to admit that, like years past, just to go hard and party, because otherwise it wasn't a good 4th.
Yeah.
Wait, like what?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy to actually, when you reverse, like go back, your goal was to get blacked out, but also you don't even remember it.
Or I was just like hammered, flaying myself around, like flinging around, like, whoa, jump in the water. Yeah. Whoa.
And there's no like meaningful conversations.
Yeah, no. And I don't even remember the good food I made, really.
Yeah.
Like I ate
like
it,
I'll
but
eat
I was
like a fucking
whoa.
horse.
Took a nap, woke up, hungover.
Yeah.
Horrible. Felt terrible.
I honestly think this might be like very obvious, but it's a maturity thing.
Well, you are maturing. Part of decentralizing alcohol is maturing.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I'm giving people like the permission to do this is because like, I'm not saying that I was an alcoholic or you are an alcoholic or anything like that. And I don't think anyone needs to be in order to be like, oh, I don't really enjoy how I feel. I'd like to cut it back a little bit. Yeah. And again, doesn't need to be cold turkey. It can be to a comfortable level. Like it doesn't have to be all, oh my God, all of it. All or nothing. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, that's not realistic for me. And like, I think I enjoy it still a little bit.
You kind of, we're wanting to talk about this because it's not talked about enough. Yeah. It's not saying one way or the other. It's like decentralized. Alcohol is not the focus of your life. And if it is, I'm sorry, that's really sad.
That's very sad.
And I can see
that. It is sad.
I can see that with people. And like clearly on social media, I'm like, okay, you have no drive.
But then the question is, okay, like, well, I'm not going to meet friends if I don't drink alcohol. And it's like, actually, you can.
You can.
It just means that your effort is not going to be like the default effort. The default effort for people is go to the bar, get drunk.
And then talk to people and get their like Instagram or something. Like,
what about just messaging the people sober, which we've talked about before with like messaging friends. Like a lot of my friends in the Minneapolis area are from being at a gym, like a workout class with them, and just being like, talking to them like small talk, or like, I recognize you, I think you're friends with so-and-so, and then you are connected, or like you end up going to coffee. Anyone want to get coffee after? People are always willing to make friends, but you have to be intentional. And I'll tell you right now, none of my like drunko conversations at the Loop in Minneapolis
really good
were
friends.
Ever good friendships. Ever.
I think
like,
people
I'm not
think
joking.
that.
No.
I think I think though that's like a thing in society where they think, oh, I'm gonna meet my best friend out hammered. It's like,
I don't remember that ever happening, actually. Yeah. But I mean, if you did, props to you.
Yeah,
cool.
That's
love
awesome.
that. We love that. We love a friend. But I just think that there's different ways and you have to be intentional about it. I even wrote down like, I love a fall list. I make a list, Taylor and I do this every single season. And if we're going into fall, we need to edit our fall list.
And we get anxiety when we don't hit everything on the list because we are psycho.
We need to make the list a little smaller.
And we actually, we are funny, but the list is like, those things are so fun for me to look forward to.
Well, they're like, okay, basically we're talking about things like going to an apple orchard, going to a wine bar, like going to having like a painting night over at the house.
Making like a charcuterie board with watching like a fall movie,
like a spooky movie. Yeah. Like what's the spooky movie that we like?
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. But it's just like
Pocus, bitch.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
I almost bought a Hocus Pocus candle at Home Goods, and then I saw it had a Ouija board on it, and I was like,
also, let's just
never mind.
Side note: we were at Home Goods for literally 2 hours.
Yup.
One night when we were just distraught again.
Yep.
And we're let's just go to Home Goods. Oh, it was, you were just like stressed about the surgery and everything.
Yeah, it was. I was having a panic attack.
Yeah. And we're like, okay, let's go to Home Goods. What better place to go to? It's so chaotic in there. And we were there sniffing candles for hours.
I was so proud of myself because I'm like, I'm going to return everything that I bought that like a week ago. And I'm just, you know what? I'm going to get money back. This is going to be awesome. I found a few things. Guess what? Paid $5.
Oh.
So not only did I get everything I returned, I purchased more. In place of that, I actually owed money on top of that.
And then I also
love that.
I'm in a financial hole currently, and I spent like $230.
Okay.
On things I didn't need.
But that you needed that blanket.
I got the cutest blanket ever. It has cowboy boots on it. Fucking fire.
No, it's actually the cutest blanket I've ever seen.
And
I'm
Sid
not joking.
spotted it, so.
It's cowboy boots in different colors on a tan
cute.
Blanket. It is the cutest thing. Oh my God.
And adorable. I have a cowboy like shoe boot candle that just like ties it all together, Sorry that I had to.
Sorry for this look. Sorry for my decor. But making a fall list is really freaking fun and we look forward to it. It's like, but it's like some of the things on there, will involve alcohol, but none of it's like going to the dive bar, having cheese curds and being drunk, rail tequila. Like it's just changing the tone of your life. You're in control. If the tone of your life that you're in right now is, I don't want a hungover Sunday ever again, then maybe change the activities that you're surrounding yourself with and the people you're surrounding yourself with. What do they encourage you to be doing? My people don't give a flying F if I don't drink. Yep. They don't care.
You really realize, and what I've noticed is I've realized who my real friends are while I cut back on drinking.
Yeah.
Like, you truly see the ones will float away, evaporate. If you like some people, but
dry up like my mouth on my hangovers.
Dry up like my mouth. But then the ones don't care, and everyone's in different ebbs and flows of life.
I know.
And I don't know. It's just like you got to do what you gotta do,
I've been having like one drink just like test out how I feel, and I still don't feel great.
I know, because also, one of my friends gets really bad acid reflux from one glass of wine.
Same. Yeah, that's why I can't drink white wine.
I said my sister can't do that either. And it's interesting. Like, everyone's different. Like
if you listen to your body, it will tell you what it will allow you to do. I literally have a sip of white wine and I'm like literally fire breathing. I could turn on a candle. I could light a candle.
If I have hard alcohol, that is not good in the bathroom the next day.
No, so it's like, and clearly your body's saying, hey, buddy, you put a little poison in you, and I'm not able to do it.
Hey, buddy, it kind of hurts. I don't like that.
Another fun thing I did with my friends that was, oh my God, this was so much fun. We did PowerPoint night.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, we did it, and everyone had to get up there. We made everyone stand, and you had to explain your job because all of us literally think that we go play like Monopoly money and like play house.
I've seen TikToks of that. It's hilarious.
Oh my God. My one, Riley, who's been on here one time, she literally like started off by quoting all the songs that talk about dentists. And it was like Future, Lil Wayne, like Nicki Minaj. Like it was just the funniest. Oh my God. It was so funny. But it was so much fun to be like, what do our friends actually do? And it was funny because some of the people were creative, some of the people weren't. Some of the people literally go and do like very technical jobs. But like, we don't know what they do in their day to day. Like, how cool is it to see your friends day to day? It was just kind of funny. And we all had like a glass of wine we were sipping. We were like cheering everybody on. And like, that was such a different thing than like trying to get everyone together, making it so chaotic, trying to find a reservation at a place, like make sure everybody can Uber, get to downtown. Like, you know, like we're all going to drink. Some people didn't drink. Okay. These people are leaving. Oh my God. We're not going to the next bar. The lines.
Oh my God.
It's just a lot. So remove all of that or some of it and just do that, you know, occasionally. It was just a really, really, really fun idea.
Yeah. And also just like with the balancing, if you still want, like you're still in like phase 3 or phase 2, like switch it off. Go out Friday and not Saturday, so you have Sunday to chill, or do it every other weekend, or do whatever feels good to you. But don't, like, the number one thing that I've had to teach myself is never feel guilty for not drinking.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, say that again, Taylor.
Thank you.
Never feel guilty for not drinking, because I've never regretted it.
Ever. I've
But
never regretted it.
Yeah. And how many times have you regretted drinking?
I've regretted drinking many a time. I've never
I don't even want to think about it. I will
drinking.
go in a hole.
I don't want to talk about it.
No.
Even one bootleg at Maynard's, my breath could kill. Like literally, that's another thing. My breath is disturbed when I drink.
Yeah. Wait, I've smelled that.
Wait, really?
I think one thing
my tummy hurts.
One thing I don't like is I have the posture of Hunchback of Notre Dame when I'm drinking.
Oh my God.
Like because you're not like, your motor skills aren't very good, right?
I mean, yeah.
And you're not
I
very
get very
like
chaotic.
I'm like not attentive. Yeah. And like I feel like we're also very charismatic, and it's like to the max. Like it's like cringe. It's like, whoa. It's like, holy shit. Tone it down there, Bethy.
Oh my God.
Betsy.
Bottom line, you don't have to be an alcoholic to recognize that alcohol has a negative impact on your life. Okay?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Say that again.
You don't have to be an alcoholic to realize that alcohol has a negative impact on your life.
Yes.
Period. It's okay.
It's okay.
You can admit it.
And you can talk about it, and you're not like weird.
No. And I am never going to judge you for not drinking that much. And your friends should not either. Like, here's my thing. You're going out friends that you're like, oh, but what about the people I'm going to meet? Can you FaceTime them?
No.
Would you FaceTime them?
No.
Would it be awkward?
Yes.
There you go. Bingo. Not your real friend. Not a friend that needs nurturing more.
Yeah.
And especially not nurturing with a little baby bottle with wine in it. Like, please with that.
Oh my God. I love that.
Another thing is mocktails are good. That's why we're drinking the kombucha. Mocktails are delicious. Half the time I realized when I wanted to drink, it wasn't that I actually wanted to buzz.
You just wanted like a little thing.
I like the idea of like a fun cocktail. So I've been like substituting it and seeing how I feel. Like, is it getting me what I want? It does every time.
Yeah.
It literally does.
I really respect this about you too, is you'll order, even if you go to like Maconda and like, I mean, I can't pass up a spicy marg sometimes.
I can, but my heartburn gets a little crazy.
My heartburn says otherwise. But you order like a mocktail that looks so good, and like it's like it just should be so much more normalized. That's what it is. Yeah. Like, who gives a fuck?
I don't care. Oh, you're not gonna have the one shot.
You're not gonna have a drink.
Seriously?
Fuck you.
No, we're not gonna have a good time tonight. You're not loose, really. Oh, are you judging me? That's like what people think. I think in their heads. I don't know. Like, Jesus.
I think that means they need to do a little more reflecting inside.
Yeah.
If that, like, really you care about that.
Also, it was the end of a people-pleasing era for me.
Yeah.
When I stopped drinking to please other people at the bar. Like, literally, unlike my friends. Like, actually, no, I don't really care if you think I'm boring, but I'm not the boring friend. I just don't really think that correlates. Like, I just don't enjoy drinking all that much. Get away from me with your high noon. Get away from me. Your White Claw? You want a White Claw? No.
Wait, isn't that funny that
I don't want it at all,
Bud
actually.
Light seltzers used to be sponsored?
Yep. And I used to like
how the tables have turned.
Turntables.
See, you're evolving.
I know. Get a water with a lime.
Change is good.
Get a freaking bubbly water with a lime. Like,
I hate bubbly
crap.
water.
Here's the thing. You could be my bestie. Like you. You're my bestie. Unless it's my bachelorette. You ask me to take a shot of tequila vodka or rail tequila to vodka at the bar. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I don't care about a relationship. I'm not freaking doing it.
I think that's actually, I've talked to a lot more friends that are just like, they don't do shots. They just like, it's a no.
It's a no for me.
That was kind of something I learned. I'm like, oh, yeah. You don't dabble in the shots?
It puts me over the edge immediately.
Yeah. And it's like
immediately
cut to the
no,
chase.
like actually like it's not good for Sydney.
Yeah.
No.
And like yourself.
Yeah. Here's just kind of like one thing I want to say is I always ask my people, what is one thing that you can't live well without? And I'll let you answer that after me.
Oh.
But related to this episode, the one thing I can't live well without is I can't prioritize alcohol over myself. And I'm not willing to do that anymore.
Oh my God.
Because I was prioritizing everybody else's emotions, everybody else, what they thought of me, what they were thinking of me, if I was fun enough, if I was having fun wasn't even like a question in my brain because I was willing to just do whatever people wanted me to do perception wise, not actually what they were saying. So, I just realized I can't be the best version of me when alcohol is prioritized over all the things that I care about and all the things I want to get done, like my relationship, my passions, how I feel, working and growing, recovery. Like I just can't do all of that and have a successful, in my eyes, like life because it's what I want, not what you want. I'm not looking at you. And then guess what? Me doing that, I'm not judging anyone.
Yeah, that's another thing.
At all. In fact, I was judged so fucking hard that I'm like, why would I judge anyone? I'm not thinking, no offense, I'm not thinking about you.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
Just something to think about.
I think I'm kind of on the same wave and then just analyzing my relationship with alcohol and kind of taking a step back and being like, oh, okay. Yeah. Some people can drink a lot and like, they're not a raging bitch. No, I'm kidding.
I just spit on the microphone.
I'm kidding. I'm not like that. But sometimes I'm a firecracker. So like.
She's a firecracker, people.
I'm a firecracker. So I don't know. I think I definitely don't want to prioritize alcohol around my life. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And I just think I'm in just a transition period of figuring out what people make my heart happy. And I think definitely I was in the people pleasing stage in college somewhere in there. And also senior year, I really figured out I did not like drinking as much as my peers. Yeah. And I felt really isolated and judged. And same as you, I would never judge anyone I don't judge my friends that drink a ton and I don't judge people who drink a little or nothing at all. Like
different stages.
You just got to do what makes you feel good. And yeah.
I feel like also, and I mean this in the kindest way, the people that are drinking a lot still in their 30s and like they're still partying all the time. Like I'm not looking at you and judging you at all, but I am wondering like, how the hell are you doing that? No, literally I'm like, wait, what? Yeah. You're still doing that? How? It's not like oh my God, what the hell? Yeah. It's like how are you still doing that? Some people can. I don't know how they do it. Yeah. They just can. But there's like a very tiny percentage of the population that can do that. And I ain't one of them. And that's okay. Yeah. I'm maybe not going to be the person that's so much fun on Instagram at the concert, live my best life on a Tuesday. I was so drunk until 4 a.m. Now I'm up working at my computer at 8. I'm not that.
Hell no.
I'm not that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting to my lifetime soul class.
I'm going. Of this, Grandpa.
That's too bad. Keep digging. You know what that's from? Anyone? Holes movie.
Oh God, that scared me. Up. I got just like, you know what I just got? My weird phobia. Oh my God, I just literally died inside.
Taylor has that like, what is it called? What's it called?
I think it's called
phobia of holes.
Oh my God. Wait, I forgot.
Hole phobia.
What is it called? Just be scared. It might pop up on you.
I'm not. Triphobia.
What's it called? Oh my God.
Trypophobia.
Did you look it up? Do you see a picture?
Yeah.
Oh God.
An aversion or repulsion to objects like honeycombs and sponges that have repetitive patterns or clusters of small holes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I remember why I didn't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. It makes me literally want to curl
I just
up.
accidentally clicked on the images. Oh my God.
It's not the
I
honeycomb.
Get chills down my neck.
The honeycomb isn't what's scary. It's something else.
I saw something I shouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
Those were scary images. Okay, I feel sick.
Anywho.
Jesus criminy. Anything else for somebody who's maybe struggling to make that balance and that change because they're afraid of losing friends? They're maybe afraid that they're not going to make new friends or meet somebody romantically by not drinking?
Honestly, at one point, a while ago, I talked to my really close friends and I said, hey, I don't love like going out a ton, and it's not anything with you or me not wanting to spend quality time with you. So just know that. And that helped a lot just to communicate it. And like, because no one knows, everyone's in their own worlds, like going about their day. So I think communicating it with the people that are really close to you, saying, hey, I'm kind of trying to like wean off a little or like cut it back. So I think that helped a lot. So they know what page you're on. So you're not just like saying no every time they're asking you out.
Oh, I really like that. I feel like it's...
I really like that, Grandpa.
Thank you. It's like, yes, we work in health and wellness. And I remember some people used to be like, well, you're just like a health freak. So like you're not drinking. I remember people saying that. And I'm like, no, I actually like don't feel well when I drink.
Also, it's funny because maybe people think that, but we love fucking eating.
I love a snack. Like, I love a block of cheese.
I dabble in Taco Bell. And I'm sorry, I know that's not good for you. But it's all about like...
Have you ever had a Culver's burger? Please.
Butter burger. And you love your little desserts.
Oh, yeah, I do.
And like, and you'll have like cookies.
Yeah, of course I will.
Yeah. So it's like...
What? I just prefer to eat my calories, not drink them. Sorry. And I also don't count calories, so that's not also something I don't promote.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just food for thought. I think that I just want people to make their own decisions. I want you to feel empowered if you're like, alcohol is no longer serving me anymore, and I think I'm ready for the next transition or phase of life. Welcome to the next phase. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was really good.
Sorry, but in all seriousness, make your own decisions. Like, don't be so extreme with what you choose. You can have a little, you can have a lot, you can have neither. You can cut it cold turkey, whatever you want to do, but no one cares, honestly, what you do. And they shouldn't. And if they do, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Get them out of your life.
Take off that. What is this little
I don't know. There's a gnat that's been going around.
Take off that societal pressure of drinking.
Yeah.
Because it literally is made up.
It's also not something that's going to get you any further in where you're going.
Yeah.
Like, tell me when alcohol has given you a situation that has gotten you one step closer to where you want to be tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Did no one say anything? I'm sorry. Because that is literally not possible. I'm sorry. It's not a thing. It's literally not a thing. Do you know how many times I've been to a work thing and been like, oh no, I'm actually not going to have anything. Thank you though. Don't even, no. Like, actually, no, shut down. Oh, shutting down. Sorry. Oh no, I'm actually not drinking right now. Thank you. Nope, I don't actually need to explain it to you why I'm not drinking. Oh, I'm not.
Just like you don't need to explain to people why you're getting titties.
Why does it feel like I'm doing something illegal? Why does it feel like I'm just a girl and I shouldn't be doing this? I'm a kid.
I'm just a kid.
I'm a kid. I can't be doing that. I know. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the brainwashing of social media and society.
Yeah, but society says like, love your body for how it is. Like, you should love your body. Like, oh my God, like, when are we going to stop reaching for more? But also we wear makeup and like work out to look good. What?
Well, and feel good.
And feel good. What? No.
I'm like, what?
I was just being annoying. But I don't know. It's just like that battle in your head. It's always a battle.
Yeah. And also, this sounds really fucking stupid.
What?
But if you're listening to this out there, whoever you are, and you want to like talk about it, feel free to reach out to me or my sister.
Of course. Oh my
and like
God.
Get coffee with us or like anything. Cause I actually love talking about this stuff, and you're not alone.
No, you're not
if you're like feeling kind of like this,
Literally, I would love for you to do an exercise where you just think about your week and what makes you so happy and excited.
Okay. You know what makes me really fucking happy?
Tell me. Literally tell me.
So going on my deck, reading a little bit of my gratitude journal,
God.
Slay. No, I'm just kidding. Having my espresso, whatever.
Espresso.
Doing a workout that feels good. Coming back, making a bomb ass omelet.
Yeah.
And then getting all ready. Maybe I'll go like walk around. I like going like to Excelsior. Like, I don't fucking know. Doing something with people I like or going on a walk with you and just starting my day good. Like that makes me so happy.
Oh my God, that's like everything.
Or like maybe buying a couple items of clothing.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
And lately I'm going to get into selling clothes on Poshmark and like to know it. That's my goal. So
I know I want to do
I want to do more things with fashion. That's like what makes me happy.
Yes.
So
amen to that. I like waking up and having my coffee in a clear glass mug.
I also have clear glass mugs.
Why does that make me happy? I don't know. And I like froth it with my little frother. Like I literally like that's like my favorite thing.
And she loves her farmers markets.
Yeah, I love going to the farmers market so effing much. I love going surfing. I love going outside. I love just being outside in general, sitting in my backyard.
Oh, one of my other favorite things is just when we come here and make dinner here and have like some wine like that. And then be just outside. Nature is healing people.
Exactly.
Ground yourself, ground your toes on that grass.
All right, we're going to do one advice because why not?
Okay.
I am calling for some advice on just navigating adult friendships in regards to just kind of living apart, not having your best friends or close friends in the same city as you, just how to stay connected given the distance, and then also just navigating different stages of life and still staying close with friends even if you might not be in the same stage of life, such as friends that are super single, really love the party scene, friends that are getting married, friends that are moving in with their boyfriends, settling down, having children, just how to stay connected even though it's kind of the first realization that I've had where I've had friends who are not in the same stage of life and just how to maintain that relationship throughout various stages and seasons of life, regardless of what stage you're in and far the distances between friends. Thank you. Love your podcast.
That was literally the most perfect one to pick of what we talked about.
I'm not joking. I did not listen to that one before, and I picked a random one.
That is insane.
I mean, here's what I'll just say.
It literally covered everything.
It was everything. It's everything we've been talking about. It's your long distance friends. You just went to visit a few. Respect the stage of life that your good friends are in. And here's the thing that I've realized. Some friends will mature slower and they're still amazing, perfectly good people.
Yeah.
Some friends are still at the mature level as you, but they just have different interests, things that they like to do. They like to go out still. Some of them may be single and they might be thinking like that's where they're going to meet people.
Yeah.
I also totally respect that. But I know that no matter what, my friend and I are still like this, and we're going to plan something to do that we mutually enjoy, not just what the one person likes to do and the other one. And I'm not going to be jealous if they're going out, hanging out with friends that enjoy going out all the time, and I'm not there because I don't really enjoy that. Mm-hmm. But I don't need to be butthurt if that's not me there with them because I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
Respecting everyone's stages of life. That's the number one.
I love that. That's so beautiful.
Thanks. Well, you talk about navigating long distance friendships and being in different places than your friends.
Yeah. My one like literal ride or die bestie boo boo. She is in Chicago. And I like love Chicago. I've actually contemplated moving there many times. We were talking about that before. But I think it's honestly knowing where they're at in life, but also taking off this anxiety of like needing to talk to them every day. Like in the, kind of like what we've talked about before too, is like me and my friend Kenzie, we don't need to like text constantly all the time every day to know that she's going to be there. Like we have such a great relationship and bond that it's not going anywhere. And it's like such a freeing feeling. So then when I saw her, we literally said, oh my God, it feels like you just visited. Like I almost want to cry.
I know.
Oh my God. But I don't know.
That's
it's
so
like
cute though.
It's also because I can sometimes get anxiety about like kind of what this woman was saying, like just like you're worrying about keeping up with them and staying in contact, but you don't need to worry with the friends that matter.
Long distance friends, just by making a simple effort, I guarantee you're good. You've checked the box. But like I will say, like even for a while I've distanced myself with some of my long distance friends. None of them are going anywhere.
No.
We're all still in the same position. When I go to see them, it is like my cup is full I have like literally, this is embarrassing, like butterflies in your stomach because you're so excited to see your girlfriends.
Yeah.
And keeping that relationship like afloat doesn't mean talking every day. It just means like checking up, catching in, remembering things.
Yep.
Oh, you got that job like a week ago.
Yeah.
How the hell is it? How are you doing? Like, I care about you, making sure they know that you're engaged and like they're important to you and it's reciprocated. Cause how many times have you been like, oh my God, I can't believe they like sent me that like happy birthday message. That was so nice. I didn't realize like they felt the same way as me. Like just reciprocate it because or, you know, give that first and they will reciprocate it because it feels good. So keeping in touch with your people is important. Staying in touch 24/7 is not. It's not realistic.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you really don't need to, like, your true friendships, they're going to stay there. And even if you go through a little blimp in the universe and you are hibernating for a quick sec, you can pop back in and say, hey, explain what's going on and say, I just want you to know, blah, blah, blah. Like, how are you doing? Like, everyone's going through life in different stages.
Like the different stages of life. Some of my friends are on to kids. They're like, you know, they're married. They've already gone through all the chapters I've been in, all the chapters that I haven't been in, I'm going to go into. Some of my friends are still single, like trying to meet people, going out, like coming out of grad school. Like, I mean, you name it, people are doing it. Some of my friends are just getting in a relationship. They're, you know, going to move across the country again. Like, I mean, everyone is scattered and they're everywhere, but making an effort to stay in touch with them and not getting jealous if like they've got friends that are in the same exact stage as them. Just because my friends have good friends in their city
doesn't
or
mean
in
they're
their
not
stage
your good friend.
Doesn't change our relationship whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like I know where we stand. Will it feel at first like we're distancing a little bit? Yeah, it will. A little bit. But it's getting comfortable with your relationships and having confidence in them.
Oh, I love that. Having
it's
confidence
important.
in them. I love that.
Because when I was insecure with my relationships and I was like overly clingy or like worried about them.
Then you do not show up as your best self.
No, and I push people away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not good.
And then it's literally like malfunctioning. It's like combusting.
And then I create stories in my head of like what they're thinking. And then guess what? They're literally not thinking any good.
And we have a tendency with just people with anxiety to self-sabotage and go in basically a mental spiral.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Have you ever heard of that
might just be you. That's you.
Yeah. So I love that. I love just like all the things we talked about, and
me too.
Whatever stage of life you're in, you're fucking killing it.
You literally are. You're good. Don't worry about it.
And
don't have
someone
stress.
else is also in the same boat.
Yes. When in doubt, reach out to a good friend because I promise you they're probably feeling something similar to what you are feeling too. Everybody, thank you for listening to us. We're the banter queens, but I will tell you we're a little tired right now. So like, don't be sad if you're like, if we weren't bringing the energy, like, please don't be sad. Sorry.
I know. And it's dark out already.
I know.
Fuck.
Crap, we can't go on our walk.
Oh, no. Because the creepy man from the bushes is going to take
Yep, he's going to take us down. He's going to run out of the bushes, grab us, and take us down.
Oh, my God.
As always, we love you. We respect you. We appreciate you. If you shared a story, I am like, literally, my heart is full. Thank you so much. I personally prefer call-ins. You can always write in.
Your voice is changed. Your voice is changed.
For the love of the Lord. I got you.
I don't know. I feel like people sometimes don't know that.
Oh, I change your voice 100%.
Yeah. Like, so we have no idea.
Please call 612-470-7569. That's where you can reach me via cellular. Leave a message. If you want to write in, there is always a link in my bio where you can write in, but I really, truly, truly prefer if you call in because it's just so much easier to hear you and understand the situation. Tone. And I hope you're liking these episodes. And if you missed it earlier, go sign up in the link in bio for a little fun walk and meet friends if you're local to Minnesota.
I would love to meet people.
I would love to meet you. I would love to talk about like things that are going on in your life, introduce you to people that I really love. Because if you're in the well said circle, you are focused on wellness, but you're also just focused on creating good friendships and being a good person. And that's why I bring people together, because I want you to meet each other.
Period.
I love you. I need to go lay down and have a snack.
And she's going to have titties next time.
I can't believe that.
Sorry, I just had to.
It's okay.
It's exciting.
My mom was like, don't tell anyone.
Oopsies.
Oops, I told the world. The world wanted to know.
Did it again.
I play with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I think I'm in love.
I knew I was going to fuck up the words.
Above. I'm not that innocent.